Good afternoon, my name is Michael Sawyer, and this is the final assignment for ISTE 7430. My overall lesson plan consisted of conflicts between 1940 and 1970. Students took notes on this, completed a graphic organizer, you can see right here, and then the next thing they'll do is create or put themselves in a first person or retelling or a news correspondent of the conflict of their choosing. Looking at the standards of the project or the assignment is looking at U.S. involvement in World War II with Pearl Harbor, Midway, D-Day, Fall of Berlin, all the way through the Cold War, Vietnam War. Looking at the ISTE standards, I'm looking for creativity, communication, and critical thinking. So the overall understanding of how the plan went down is once the students completed the notes and vocabulary, they're broken up into flex groups. This goes into differentiation as well. The flex groups were based on the students' abilities of high-lows, and then they used the jigsaw method to complete the organizer, where one group becomes masters of a conflict and they teach other groups of their conflict or their topic, and the other groups do the same. Then I go into the students' last bit of the completing the project is where they get to choose what they want to do. And when they're choosing what they want to do, they get to look at several options. If they wanted to get in a small group, they can, and they can do a YouTube clip where they, let's say, recreate the conflict or do a news conference on it. If the students want to work individually, which a lot like to do, they can do a few options here, all using photos from Flickr or Creative Commons, and they could create a blog with WordPress or with Weebly, retelling, in time what was going down or retelling the story. They could do a Twitter feed about what was going on during their conflict, or even a voice thread, having the students choose a few photos and adding comments from about the conflict itself. Looking at some of the resources that were used or are used for them, offering up YouTube, Twitter, VoiceThread, WordPress, and Weebly for blogs, and Flickr and Creative Commons for the images for them to be using. The assessment itself, they're assessed on the final product that they're going to create, the YouTube clip, the VoiceThread with comments, the blog post, like a diary, or the Twitter feed of the real time of what's going on. All projects should have images. And then if we're looking at the rubric that is created, requirements, where they are met, the content, is it in depth enough? Were the original, it doesn't make me laugh. I always say if you make me laugh, that's extra points. Correct sources, and is it nice to look at? So wrapping up the project itself, the reflection, when they're presenting their project, it'll be in two parts. They'll present their project, hopefully anonymously, if not by posting these around the room, and students can go around and give sticky note feedback with two positive feedbacks, and maybe a question or a suggestion of how to create it better. If it can't be done anonymously, it'll just be done regular. And then my final thoughts from this project is, truthfully, I haven't been able to implement it yet because of the snow and ice days. It really put my EOCT, U.S. History class, on a time crunch, and I just finished all materials this past week with the EOCT actually Monday and Tuesday of this upcoming week. However, they have completed all parts except for the final selection, or the final project itself, where they create the technological aspect of it. So they will be completing that aspect of the lesson plan as the final project of the class, and that'll be done within the next 2 weeks. Hope you enjoyed. I will post the website link as well as my blog, as well as this screencast. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.